software, to where you start the software up, you start a project, and then it holds your hand. Now select the images. Okay, now you selected the images. Now, do you want to have, text in the beginning? Do you want to have transition effects? You want to, and it just keeps leading you down this path to where at the end, you basically have a picture slideshow done. And I'm 99% sure this is the one that in one click can burn it to a DVD. I cannot confirm or deny that right now.
That's okay. I'm watching the video here, and basically it allows you to take what a normal slideshow would do and just add advanced customization to it, right?
Yeah, and one of the things we'll let you do that is showing you in the video that I forgot. Thank you for showing the video. For example, you have a super high res image. It will allow you to actually like zoom in to that image and pan inside of the image as it's showing it. So it can appear like, I don't want to say motion, but
Yeah, so you're not just doing one zoom into it like at a slow pace. You're zooming in and then zooming across and then zooming back and then zooming somewhere else, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's actually kind of dynamic. I mean, a lot of people won't need this software, but if you need to share your images with a family member in a better way than just putting them on Facebook and hitting share, you could actually add a little bit of entertainment value to them, kind of thing. This is really cool. And I was right in my thinking with a single click at the end of your project, you can burn it to a DVD.
Nice. That's what a lot of moms want.
Right. And it's the DVD video playback. So you put in a DVD player, hit play, off you go.
Right.
And one huge plus about this that I don't often say, because I don't often look for, this also can be ran from FreeBSD. So if you're a BSD guy, bang, there you go.
Sweet. Imagination.sourceforge.net.
Yep. Okay, this next one, this is kind of like more proof, Steve. It's like going on and on and on and on and on, nonstop.
Unity.
It seems like Unity is really going to become a lot more popular as time goes on, and it's mainly because people going out of their way to create additional enhancements to the interface.
Lenses.
Okay. Lenses are the thing. Lenses are nothing more than buttons on your main bar that can then allow you to search content and sometimes display content. Okay. This is a Unity lens for YouTube that will allow you to search YouTube and play back video from YouTube without a browser. I personally hate the idea of, I go to my wife and say, oh, you gotta see this video. Hold on. Load a browser. Oh, wait, I had 30 tabs open, so you gotta wait a second, hon. Okay, it's loaded. Okay. Now go to YouTube. Hold on. I'm almost there. I swear I'm almost there. Then I search for YouTube. Yeah. And then, going through all that, I would honestly much rather be able to hit a lens on my desktop and say, Kung Fu Cat or something, and see the little preview right there in my operating system lens and click it and have it automatically play it in what it looks like VLC. So we don't even have to open a browser.
Nice.
Yeah.
I hate going to YouTube too.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing. This is, to me, is the kind of thing that can really add points to you, because you can do all this kind of stuff without even having to load a browser. I mean, it's nice that you can get it from a browser so you can give your friends links, but you don't need to.
Right. This is cool, Dor.
Yeah, and honestly, I think it's the kind of thing that's going to, I don't want to say force, it's going to be the kind of thing that's going to make people want to run Unity. That's what it's looking like, because every week we're going through at least one or two, it seems like, plugins and enhancements to Unity that make it quicker to access the content you want to access.
Yeah, and I think if they keep doing that and making it easier and easier, it's a win-win, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. This next thing I want to talk about, Steve, warning, the website does look like it's from 1995.
Sweet.
This is called, the link I put in the chat is not linkable. Okay. It's actually called Podnutz, Pondus. What this is, and that last one was at omg.ubuntu.co.uk. It will be in the notes. Thanks to Paul.
Yeah, Paul.
Paul's the man.
Yes.
Okay. This is called Podnutz. Podnutz. The only way I can explain this is cut and dry, simple. One task. This is recording your weight, and then it's showing you activity on your weight through time. If you don't want to share it with Weight Watchers or Nutrisystems or any of these other services, you don't want it on Twitter via your automatic scale tweeting it. You know what I mean? And you don't want to be in a group where you have to sit around and listen to how other people are fat. You just want to look at it yourself and maintain it yourself and analyze it yourself and see how it's going. I mean, see how your activity is going. Podnutz to me looks like a super simple, just like we were saying with the other app, super simple interface. Here's the day. Here's my weight. Thank you.
I love this, man. Makes me want to use it.
Yeah, and to me, that's the thing I like about this app. I don't have to worry about Jenny getting upset at me, asking me to stand in line with a bunch of fat people to take my weight. You know what I mean?
You're talking about Jenny Craig?
Yeah, whatever. One of those things. They're all the same to me. I can't tell the difference. You can just go in your own bathroom on your own time, take your weight, and then put it into this piece of software. And over time, you can see why you need to cut down on a pound of bacon a week and, half a pound of bacon every week.
This is really cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
To me, it was just one of those things that could be helpful to people. I'm not using it because I'm fine.
No, I was on Jenny Craig door, and I didn't have to stand behind a bunch of fat people. In fact, my Jenny Craig counselor was very cute. So I would recommend if you don't want to use this app. No, I'm just kidding. I was with Jenny Craig, and she was very cute. But this is cool if you want to do it on your own. I like this.
Well, there was one of them. I can't remember which one it was. We basically it was like a NAAA for fat people.
Oh, really?
You basically were like almost peer pressured into, like the Biggest Loser kind of atmosphere. Like, yeah, you're fat. Look, you're all fat.
That's awesome.
And that's the kind of thing that would really, I wouldn't want to do. So
yeah, I know what you mean. It
Okay.
actually worked. Jenny Craig actually worked for me, but then I just gained it all back. So.
Well, here's the thing. Super quick rattle. A very, very, very core belief I have is if you are on a diet, you will fail. There's no such thing as a successful diet, because the term diet basically means you're taking something and you're changing something, and no one is on a diet for life. It's always short term. I personally believe you have to make small incremental changes over a long period of time and to never say no. You can't say no to something. If someone asks you, do you want to have a pound of bacon? Say no, just give me 2 pieces of bacon. Don't overdo anything. Don't go ballistic on only salad and greens for 3 weeks straight, and don't go ballistic on candy and liquor.
I agree. Yeah, you got to kind of like change your lifestyle a little bit.
Yeah, and that's the word I didn't want to use because it really makes me sound like a hipster, but it is a lifestyle change.
Yes, hipster.
Make it slow, incremental, so it's not painful to do it, and then you'll find success, I think, in the long run. Doctors make the worst patients. I don't adhere to that philosophy because I just eat what I don't eat. But I digress.
I digress too.
Exactly. This next topic is going to be too deep for a lot of people. Okay. This is the one, if you're newer to Linux, just bookmark this. Okay. Save it for later. Okay, there's a system in Linux called SSH. Okay.
If anybody goes blank while Door's talking about this, it just means you don't understand something he said, and you'll come back to us after he's done.
Well, I'm going to try to use one of the forms of IQ I believe in, which is to take complex things and make it simple. Okay. There's a protocol in Linux called SSH. It allows for utterly secure connections over networks, whether it be internets or LANs. Okay. We can right now connect via HTTP in a browser or FTP in FileZilla, that kind of thing. SSH is often used in an application called PuTTY. And what PuTTY will enable you to do is to basically have command-driven access to a foreign computer, but it's a super secure tunnel. I mean, no one is tampering with your traffic. No one can see your traffic. SSH is security. Okay. There's another thing associated with SSH called SSHFS. In Linux, when you mount another drive, whether it's a USB drive, a CD drive, or a network drive, it's just another folder on your system. And then when you go into that folder, bang, you have access to either the thumb drive, the CD, or the network share. Okay, SSHFS makes it to when you access that folder, you're now accessing a network resource over a super utterly secure channel. SSHFS. SSH is for Secure Shell FS File System. So it's Secure Shell File System. It enables you to connect utterly securely to networks, to servers, and copy and paste files back and forth super simply. With that said, the instructions on how to do it ain't simple. They are very command line driven, very command line heavy. The one thing I'll say is in these commands, you do have to put in a password at least once. So if you do want to do this, I would honestly encourage you to not store your password in a file and then try to run the file to do this every time that you want to do it, because you're kind of defeating the purpose, because your password is going to be stored in a plain text.
I see.
But it's the kind of thing, to be honest, once you do it and it works, you get a sense of accomplishment. Once you do it twice, you understand a little bit more what's going on. When you do it a third time, you understand, well, I can change this if I want this to happen. Fifth time, you understand it even more. By the eighth or ninth time you do it, you really, honestly are old hat at this kind of thing. If you want to be a network admin, a Linux server admin, SSH is the kind of thing you really, really need to study up on how to use, how to take advantage of. So this is a nice little tutorial explaining to you some of it, how to do it.
Sweet.
Yeah. And what this is basically doing, this whole thing, it's making it so every time you boot your computer, it's automatically, before you log in, mounted over SSHFS to that network share. So that's really cool. So you can automatically be, as soon as you log in, bam, have access to that network share utterly securely without any issues to really worry about.
It's very cool.
Yes. Bookmark it for later, guys. That's all I gotta say. I did, because I really need to get better at SSH. Okay, this next one I had to just put in there, Steve, only because once in a while we all come across an unbootable system. One reason or another, a stray photon passed through the hard drive, changes one bit from 0 to 1.
Cosmic rays.
Yeah, cosmic rays. Or you installed something you shouldn't have in a manner you shouldn't have, and now your system won't completely boot. Biggest difference between Windows and Linux is if you have a unbootable system in Windows, you have very few choices if you want to get things done right now without having to fix everything, but you want to get stuff done right now. All you have is the Windows something console. I can't remember what it's called. Repair console.
The recovery console.
Recovery console, which sucks. You can't do nothing in that thing.
It's very limited.
Right. You can fix boot.